And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready. Black open.
The play fake, now Young. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. It's Young off play action. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Young looks to throw on first down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To the air once more, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. On the ball. Yellow, line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hall. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Desperate coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Panthers 14, Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Young flushed out right. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now Hall on third down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. To throw it is Hall on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. (21-0) our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Ready?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd down. Hall. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Vikings! From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this deep.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 2nd and 2.
Now Young. And that's complete to Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Young.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, it's Young. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ultra.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hall on 3rd and 2. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hall setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, Don?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Panther first down.
They go play action. Young. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
It's a
go.
gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
6, 7. Ready.
It'll be Young again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
At the 31-yard line.
Hall now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Here's Hall on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw here to his running back. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The play fake. Now Young. And that will be incomplete. A CD there up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth quarter lead.
Ball red. Yellow, blue. White. Red.
Back to it after the pick six. Young. And he's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Black shot. Hey, blue. Red, cycle. Plastic, stick. Ready?
It's Young off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Hall to throw on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Young here to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Young. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth puts it on. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hall. Complete. Jefferson the target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ready.
To throw it is Hall. Throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up.
And now here is another interception. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Slide 2. Green jack. Go pink. Ready?
And Young's going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Blue striker. Real green. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button